Okay, excellent.
Yeah. We gotta start speed running though. We got a lot left.
Jango Fett.
Jango Fett, cool character. Honestly, I'd put him between Plo Koon and Bale.
That's fair.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah,
in C tier.
C-tier.
I agree.
Okay. Now we're getting that spicy territory.
So now we're out of the pre. Oh, what are you doing here?
Silly Cody.
Never mind.
Silly goose.
All right, Commander Cody. Commander Cody.
Ooh.
I just want we'll do a Clone Wars one.
Yeah,
specifically
that's
Clone
smart.
Wars,
That's smart
because
because
I was like Rex, bro.
Yeah,
you're
that's
fives
what's
and
up.
Echo. Come on.
Yeah.
But Commander Cody.
We should do a clones tier list.
Ooh. Okay, clones tier list. Oh,
and then
there's nobody there. But
Look at an empty tripod.
Commander Cody as a clone, as Obi-Wan's right-hand man, especially in the Clone Wars.
Mm-hmm.
He's not as cool as Captain Rex, but he's almost as cool just because
he
of
fits
he fits where he's
Obi-Wan
at.
really well.
Oh, they're
So
they work
good
so well.
together.
Like Anakin and Rex are
exactly.
so perfect
They're-
together. They're so unorthodox.
Yeah.
And it's funny because you can have this thing of Anakin is in charge of Rex, really, but he's also in charge of the 501st.
Yeah.
And it's great to think that Anakin is straight up like, I have a great idea. You guys hide underneath the bridge with the jetpacks. You'll fly up.
Yeah.
And like Obi-Wan is in charge of Commander Cody.
And he's
they're
like,
in charge
we
of
just gotta do
the
the-
212th. And
Yeah.
they're all like,
Yeah.
It's so good.
It
Yeah.
is so. But I
ooh.
think I'd put him like bottom of A.
Yeah.
Top of
Really?
Agreed.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah, he's cool. Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
say maybe top of B.
Yeah.
Top of B, I can
Yeah.
deal with.
Yeah.
Because my thing is, I think he's
I
maybe
don't know.
better
I
than
should say
better
first
than
of all
Dooku?
that
Or not.
I
Dooku,
really like Grievous.
Grievous?
And I still feel like he should be in A tier. But that's aside, I would think he goes below
Better-
Grievous in B tier. if
better
we're gonna do
than
that.
Padme.
Better than Padme.
Better than Padme.
That's what I'd say.
All right, I'm okay with that.
Okay.
Well, also, if you have another thing is at the end, if you say Max really thinks Grievous should be bumped up to
We
A,
can bump
then
him
we'll
up.
we'll
We'll do
have
a
you.
full-
Yes.
You can make your case for that at the
All
end.
right, Beckett,
Beckett.
great character.
Yeah,
I'd put
great.
him. I'd put him between Bale and Kit. Personally.
Ooh, I would put him at the bottom of B.
That's fair.
I
don't
would
know.
too.
That good.
I don't know. I think
How
what
he
makes him so
services-
good is that he is so influential and he fits so well in just the movie that he's in.
Yeah.
He just is.
He
He
also-
works so well.
Yeah, and also Woody Harrelson is just amazing.
He's hilarious and
And-
he's so good. And I think
And you would
what
say
he
that,
lacks.
that is better than Plo Koon or Django or Bale or them.
I don't know.
It's hard.
That's what kind of makes me say C tier right in there amongst those guys because it's really hard to make a case.
I
that
say he's better than Django.
Yeah,
Not as good
Okay.
as Plo Koon.
that's fair.
Okay.
I agree with that.
Okay, yeah, I can see
I can
that.
get
I
behind
get
that.
Oh,
Yeah. Cute.
Also cute.
Also cute. They're all cute, bro.
Most of them.
Also, who's not? Everyone's cute. Anyways, Kira. I like him. It's Vision, bro. Anyways, Kira. She's
mean,
pretty
I don't know.
normal. She's
yeah.
she's
I feel
almost like not as good as Padme. Not as good as.
She's not as good. As
I would
Beckett.
not
Yeah,
put
I
him.
just don't
I would
think
not
she's
put
that
her
good in
above
general.
anyone. Maybe
Maybe
Dex.
Dex.
Maybe Dex, but
I don't know. I would still
But still, I
put
would
my
maybe-
vote in D tier just because it's like she's not even Han's most significant.
significant other.
that is
Yeah.
Yeah, and so it's like
she does
what role she
introduce
does-
us
yeah.
into the Crimson Dawn. And
That's
how
true.
That works and how
And
powerful
yeah,
that is.
I do feel like we're going to get more of her sometime
Hopefully.
somewhere.
Yeah.
And
Maybe.
I mean, obviously we
Maybe
can't
if
we
people
can't go
weren't
off of that.
stinky
So
about Solo.
I'd say at bottom of C or top of D.
I'd say bottom of
I would
C.
just put her below Dex personally.
Yeah.
Bottom of C makes sense to me.
All right.
Ooh.
Val.
Yep. That
Another great character.
That just doesn't.
doesn't have a lot.
Doesn't have a
no.
lot. To
Yeah.
Doesn't have a lot to.
I would
I'd put her above Jar Jar.
above Jar Jar. I would
Above
put
Jar
her.
Jar.
I would put her
I wouldn't put her there even because she doesn't really. She's very plot specific.
Yeah,
driven.
I would
fair.
put her either above Watto or below.
That's where I was thinking too.
I'd argue below if we're going that route.
Yeah, I might also argue below.
Okay, yeah, I'm good
fine with that.
Yeah.
She is cool though.
Yeah.
So
For the record,
Ooh.
L3.
L3. Ooh.
L3 is a great character
talked
that
about
was
L3
executed
already.
so
Like
poorly.
Yeah, yeah.
That's pretty much what we said. A
Yeah.
character that was supposed to be about like liberation
Yeah.
and rebellion, especially for like droids. And I
Yeah.
understand this that they made almost like
They played it off as a joke.
almost as a joke.
Yeah.
like it was
Yeah.
almost so
Yeah.
much that I was like,
And
why
it
are
was
you
this
playing it like
weird
this?
thing where they both played it off as a joke, but at the end when she dies, they also were like, "Oh, this is serious."
Yeah.
So you get this
Yeah.
weird 180, and it just doesn't sit right for me.
Yeah.
But again,
Yeah.
the idea of her
It's great.
is
She
fantastic.
could've been
And
awesome.
like,
She
yeah.
could've.
And
Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
I don't know.
I would
So,
say
I still think she.
I'd say
I would say above Kira, but not.
I was
I
thinking
would-
like bottom D.
Yeah.
yeah, that's actually fair.
I
That's
think
fair.
she's a
Say that,
cool
say that.
character, but she doesn't
Yeah.
like. She's really just there. I think it ruined the execution. Ruins it.
Ruined. Yeah, okay, I agree with that then.
You know,
Bottom
because
of
she
D.
doesn't
had, like,
really
some-
affect anything.
Some
else.
extra like side content, right? Like if there were some cool comics or cool whatever,
Yeah.
they included her.
But you just- yeah.
But we don't even have.
That's
that,
fair
so it's
because
like,
just
you
the
know,
idea of it
I
being
might
cool
put her
doesn't.
like below Val
and above Blue Lady.
and above Ayla Sakura. Yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
What time's the movie?
Like 9.
Okay.
What time is it now?
8. Oh what? All right. Enfys Nest.
We have so much.
We gotta go. Enfys Nest. She's kind of cool.
Again, cool, but
Cool,
but
but
not
that
a lot.
cool.
I like.
I'd
I
put
like
her
Pam,
better
so.
than Val.
Yeah, right
I'd
there.
agree with that.
Right there.
Okay.
Rio.
John Favreau.
Rio's a
Honestly,
G.
such a fun character. I
Yeah,
think.
Yeah.
but good
Character.
introduction, good pacing into the movie.
I'd be fine putting him
I
below
put-
Kira.
Interesting.
I
Better
think
than Jar Jar.
Ooh, that is.
I would say
I'd
so.
put him at the top of with all the rest of these guys. I think he fits in.
Yeah,
I agree.
He's
yeah.
the same type of character.
You don't get
That's
a lot, but what
I
you
feel like
do get is
almost
fun.
all of those solo side characters give me the exact.
Yeah.
vibe.
Yeah.
Dryden. This is a.
Dryden is
Dryden is
great.
really cool.
Dryden's
He's
a good
great.
character. He introduces you into like the crime world and how it works.
Dryden, I think, was the first Star Wars villain where I was like, oh, this guy's like actually scares me.
Really,
Like,
yeah.
just, I mean,
Interesting.
Felt that way
Darth
about
Maul, I
every
also
other
feel that
character.
about, of like, if I saw Darth Maul, I'd be like, I'm
Yeah.
done.
If I saw
Yeah.
You know?
anybody with a red lightsaber, bro. I'd be
Yeah.
All right. I'm
But,
done.
like,
anyone who could move stuff with their
Yeah,
mind.
exactly.
Pretty much.
I would put Dryden. I think what you're trying to say is like he is so irrational. And, like,
Yeah,
he just
well,
kind
it's
of makes
it's
decisions
a thing
based
of like
on a whim.
he reminds me a lot of like a good James Bond villain of like
yeah.
he's crazy
It's
and
good.
does like the most like horrendous stuff, but he's smart. And
but a
he's
smart
calculated,
businessman,
and he's like he
I'm-
knows what to do
gangster.
to get what
I'm
he
feeling
wants.
somewhere either a. I'm kind of
I was
feeling-
thinking between these two.
Right, that's. I was
Between
gonna say
John
that.
Moody,
Okay.
better, I'd say better than Watto.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Could you do good? Yeah, I like that.
Okay, Rogue
Okay,
One.
Jyn Erso.
Jyn Erso.
I like Jyn Erso.
I
A cool character.
also like Jyn Erso a lot.
Yeah, I think.
But
cool
it's
is the way
hard.
to
It's
describe her.
hard because
Yeah.
all of the characters are like because they all are kind of serving their sole purpose of we're all trying to fight the Empire.
Yeah.
And that's their only purpose. It's like I think she personally she goes like probably I would say between those two.
I was gonna say top of C.
Top of C.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Top of C, I'd put her top of C just because she's the one to be like, no, we're going.
Yeah,
We're going to
yeah.
go do
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
And her speech, when she's talking,
Yeah.
and she's all like,
Rebellion's a
and then she's all, we'll take the next chance, and the next chance, and the next chance,
Yeah.
till our chances are spent. And I'm like,
Oh.
that's
Yeah,
fire.
that's pretty good.
I'd put her
And
there.
I think that the role that she plays in the story in general
Yeah.
to bridge that
Yeah.
gap is just really cool.
Alright, let's do it.
Yeah. I
Top
agree.
of C.
Sweet. Okay. Ooh.
Cassian.
I would.
We should make up. I've been in
kind
this
of-
fight since I'm
Yeah.
6 years old.
Kind of like,
I would.
very dogmatic to the Republic or to the rebellion, and
I would put him
Also
between.
ruthless.
I'd put him between Dex and Kira. Honestly, I like him more
I
than
like
Kira,
him
but
better than
I like him
Bale.
better than
than Dex.
Yeah.
I would put him.
Yeah.
I would put him right here.
I would put him.
I think I'd put him between Django and
Bale.
And no.
No,
And
Beckett.
Beckett?
Yeah,
I think
I
he's
would put him
cooler.
up.
I think he's cooler
That's
than
fair.
Django.
Yeah, I can get on board. With
Especially
that. Okay.
once we might see a little more of him.
Yeah, he might bump up. Who knows?
That would
Yeah,
be
yeah.
cool.
This might
Oh,
be
boy.
true.
That's
I
favorite
love-
Rogue.
I
favorite
really
Rogue
like
One
him.
character.
really
Honestly,
he is
maybe
so
top
cool.
of B for me if I were
Really?
just to, or top
I
or
would-
bottom of B.
I
I'd put him
personally would
below.
say better than Padme.
Really?
Absolutely.
I
Yeah.
love his
I
character.
agree. Bro.
I agree.
Yeah.
yeah. I think
Favorite
he just
character in
introduces
Rogue One.
so
I
much
always
cool
say this.
stuff.
I always say
Yeah.
this. I think when A New Hope came out and everyone had this idea of if you tried hard enough and you trained hard enough, you could become a Jedi.
It's like-
And then the prequels, who are you looking at?
I'm not.
Oh, the prequels decided, you know, we're gonna make a scientific thing for this, and it's gonna be the midichlorians, and so really it's up to the chemicals in your blood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Shirut in Rogue One adds another level that says there are people who will study this and will practice this, and through their practice and their like faith in the Force,
Yeah.
they are able to do things that are miraculous, almost like
and,
how Jedi.
Yeah.
and I like the idea
which
that
is
you
amazing.
as far as like Force users go, you really only get the idea of like two extreme religions, you know,
Yeah, and two
and getting the
extreme
idea of someone
users.
who's not a part of either of those religions, but still like you said, has this faith in the Force,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
And it
and
still
lives
helps
through
him,
it,
you know?
yeah,
And
it's
we
just,
just,
I think
we
he's one
talked
of the
about
most
in
beautiful
general,
characters.
the idea of reintroducing the Force as a religious tool and as a belief and as
Exactly.
a faith is just a cool thing
Yeah.
to flesh out in the
I'm
Star
saying
Wars
better than
universe.
Padme.
Yeah.
I
Not as
would
good
put.
as
It,
Cody.
I would honestly put him above Cody.
Yeah, honestly,
Yeah,
I would make
Yeah.
that argument.
That's fair.
that's fair.
yeah.
Sweet. Okay, okay.
Baz. He's like just the kind of worst brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and he just. I don't know. His whole thing is just. He shoots good.
Well, yeah, and it's just compelling at the end when he just kind of takes down those Death Troopers.
Yeah.
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 It's
I don't
cool.
know.
He's got a cool gun.
But I think he's
does
like
have a- he does have a cool gun.
He's
I'd put him right there.
I put
Ooh,
him
maybe
not as-
maybe
I don't
above
know.
maybe
I don't
above
know.
Bale.
Yeah, I agree with that.
yeah, I agree.
Okay.
I agree.
Not
Okay.
not as good as Django.
Sweet.
All right, Bodhi.
Man, we really got heavy here.
Bodhi.
Bodhi.
Well, yeah. That's.
He's kind of my least favorite out of the Rogue One.
Yeah,
crew.
it's just like
Yeah.
he's not as interesting as a character to
Yeah,
me as
definitely.
like
just
as
like
any
a
of
defector, and he's kind of just paranoid all the time and not really good at what he does. But
Yeah.
he does what he needs to do. So
I would
I'd say
put him maybe just
So Jar Jar.
either above Watto.
I'd say with these characters, honestly,
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I'd
that's
agree.
fair.
I agree
with
with that.
solo characters.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh man.
But better or worse?
Better.
Better than Rio.
I'd
Better
put
than
him below
Enfys,
Rio. I'd put him below.
Better
I'd put him just right
worse
there.
than Val.
I think above.
I'd think about
better.
that.
Yeah,
That's great.
perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, sweet.
K2.
K2.
I
Great character.
He is great.
I think below Padme is the perfect spot for
Really?
K2.
I don't know. He's
I think
don't
just
he's
above, I
as good
think
as
just
Jen.
below Jen,
Really?
or maybe
I don't
even
know because he
I
is a
love
good character,
K2SO.
but he is really
in service.
in
yeah.
service of
Definitely.
Cassie of
Okay.
everyone
Yeah.
else.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
I
say
don't
he's
know.
better than Cassie.
But he does get some of the
Really?
some of the best
Yeah.
comedic
I would say he's
moments.
better. I would say
in
he's
Star
funny,
Wars,
better.
but
but
he's
so
not
funny.
a better
Right.
character.
So
Yeah,
yeah, I
I
would put him.
Like Cassian is
and
definitely a
is he better than
Mm.
Is he
Django?
better? Yeah, that's what we're gonna.
I think he goes
I think
right
he goes
below
with
Django.
Baz.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Better
think that
than
makes
Baz.
sense to me. That makes
That's
sense.
what I
Ooh.
vote.
Okay.
This is
Just better than
I
Baz.
disagree with
Yeah,
that.
I agree
Saw
with that, 110%.
Saw's great.
Gerrera is a great
Saw
character.
is
so.
really
Because
good.
of
Especially the Clone Wars.
yeah, because of
When
Clone
you
Wars,
introduce
because
him.
of Fallen Order.
Yeah, and,
And
in
just-
Fallen Order, I'm like, he's just
Pretty
cool.
high.
Yeah,
but
he's
for
pretty
sure,
cool.
the Clone Wars, seeing his origin and seeing like his, is it his sister who dies?
Yeah, yeah.
And then you kind of, that's his start of like, nah, no more of this, and he just does whatever he wants.
Yeah.
and does whatever he can to get back.
Maybe
I'd put him
for
above
Jin.
Shin.
Yeah,
That's what I was gonna say. It's just at the
Whoa.
top of C tier.
Top of
Which is
C.
the same thing.
Yeah. We're synced. Well,
I would say
C.
bottom of B.
that's fair.
That's fair too.
Like, I mean, yeah, it's basically the same
Basically,
spot.
It is basically the same spot, but I just
But
feel better.
and
him
he does.
being an
I
upper
think
tier.
maybe you're right, Max, because I do think he fits more in line with these
Yeah.
than these.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That's why
yeah,
I say that.
B, bottom of B.
I can get
We gotta
down
get
that.
quick.
All right,
Ooh.
Krennic.
Honestly, just not
Garrison.
not super memorable for me.
Krennic, I'd say.
Yeah.
I would put
He
him
had
below.
potential.
I'd put
I
him
think
below.
he's cool, but I think he's
Things
at
right
bottom
below
of
Kira.
C.
Really,
Not
I was
as
gonna
good as
say
Jar Jar.
below.
Or not. Yeah, I think you're right
Yeah.
then. I think maybe.
Maybe
with
I think he's in
Dryden.
competition with Dryden. So
I think Dryden's a better villain.
I
Yeah,
think
absolutely.
Dryden's
So I think
100%
right below.
just Dryden,
Dryden.
better villain.
Yep. Deal.
Luke Skywalker. Luke Skywalker
Jesus.
is my
Hold
favorite.
on. Last Jedi.
Okay, but here's
Okay.
the thing.
I think
okay,
Last
wait,
Jedi
wait,
drops it down to an S, and that's just my opinion.
My thing is,
That's
okay, Luke
That's a
Skywalker.
hot take.
That is
Okay,
exactly
from a
what happens.
strictly subjective opinion of just what I like, Luke Skywalker has been my favorite character ever. Like not of Star Wars has always been my favorite character.
the ultimate classic.
He's one of the
literally
perfect.
the ultimate.
He is the
Yeah.
ultimate classic.
He's one of the, if not the best, way to character that they use to introduce you to a world.
Yeah.
Watching A New Hope, and you really get this idea of like, just like a farm boy. He's really in that moment when you meet him in New Hope. He's not special at all.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
He's
it
just
is
a normal
beautiful.
kid.
So if it were up to me, if it were I'm gonna say that it's obviously not just up to me. If it were strictly up to me, he would be my top no matter what, top SS tier. But I'm fine putting him bottom of SS tier.
Yeah,
I agree.
That's what I
bottom
was gonna
SS,
say. Is right below.
at least right now, because again, he just is. Regardless of what they do, I think with his character in the sequels, what he represents to Star Wars is the reason we all engaged in the first place.
Yeah.
You know,
I
is he
agree
is
with that.
yeah, and
And
so
like my
I
thing
yeah.
with Last Jedi is, I know you personally hate that,
Yes.
but I don't think that where they went with his character is objectively speaking bad.
Yeah.
I think
agree
it's a
with that.
very interesting
it is.
take.
Yeah, I think
I
it's
think it
bad
is-
I think
too.
Really?
I think it really undermined everything that his character stood for.
Yeah, and
I think that
can
in the
agree.
context of the
That's
movie,
something that
it
you
kind of
can't
makes
do.
sense.
Sure.
But in the context of his
But
character,
here's my
that is-
thing:
yeah.
that one bad moment in Last Jedi does not outweigh all the great moments.
But
in 4, 5, 6,
it
and
undermines
and
everything.
even 7 and 9. But,
But-
that's only if you give it that much
Yeah.
power.
Yeah.
Because
That's
yeah.
I don't have control over that. This is what This is what his character does.
I think bottom of SS.
This is what happens. He becomes, through being just an annoying farm boy, all the way up to becoming a Jedi Knight and Master, pretty much on his own, becoming somebody who is the epitome of hope,
Of hope.
and like almost like love,
Yeah.
of friendship, and doing anything for your friends, going against everything your master and whoever's above you telling you to do what you know is right, right?
Yeah.
And then to go to someone who becomes, you know what, I
Screw all
failed.
of this.
I'm
It
never
doesn't
going to
do
help
all of it.
anyone
Yes,
ever
it
again.
does all.
And
of it.
I
And
agree.
my sister that I love and would do anything
I
for,
will-
I
yeah.
don't care about her
And
anymore
I
because
I
have failed once.
And I absolutely agree
That and that's how they end his character.
but
Like,
like I
well,
said, it doesn't.
No,
Yeah.
episode
That
9.
is-
Episode
Episode
9
9,
has some
he goes,
great-
all right, my bad. That was so wrong. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I
The
know.
end of
Episode
the
9
the end of,
does-
of Last Jedi is that final duel between him and Kylo is great. Like
It's really
it is,
not.
and it is a good.
It's
it is
really
a
like
good
him
movie.
being
Yeah,
like,
I don't
up
really
yours,
like that.
kid.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Here,
And then-
so here's the
I'm
thing.
like, all
I
right.
agree. A lot of the
Nice.
stuff
Nice,
with
Luke.
if most of the stuff with Luke in 8 is bad. Episode 9 does have one of my favorite moments that doesn't redeem the stuff
it's
in 8.
amazing.
But
It's an amazing moment. It's
it
almost
does-
like they went, let's shove
This
this
is
under
what
the
we
rug.
should have done.
Let's shove this on the
And
rug.
here's my thing.
And that's just
and,
rough.
and it's this weird thing of like if you're like, okay, in the sequels, what do you remember about Luke? I don't immediately, I don't think about any of the stuff in 8. I think about that moment when he lifts the X-Wing, because for me, that was such a powerful moment.
That's
and there's
fair,
this,
but that doesn't mean that none of that
and that's
happened.
right. That's true.
Sure, but
it
if you're
doesn't,
saying that you're the significance of what happened in episode 8 is going to completely undo that, then why doesn't the significance of what happens in episode 9 undo that?
Because the significance of what happened in episode 8 is far, far, far stronger than to bring him back for 3 minutes and say, I was wrong. It's like, imagine if... No, that's a terrible comparison. Imagine if you, like, wrecked your car because you were drunk driving.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that is really terrible, and that's on you.
Yeah.
And then you came back and said sorry. That's not going to undermine you drunk driving and crashing your car and
Sure.
killing 3 people. Like,
Yeah, but
And so-
that's also an interpretation that represents me saying sorry, as opposed to it
that is
representing...
what he does. He just says that I was wrong.
Okay.
And we all know he was wrong, and it really was just for the fans, for him to be able to say, like, I was wrong. This is how it should be, and now I'm going to finish how I should.
So where would you put him?
I would put him at the top of S.
I would put him
I
at the
think
bottom
we
of
have.
SS.
I think the thing is we have 3 people who are saying below Obi-Wan. I think that
That's fair.
the
I
majority
will
is
put it there. I don't agree with it.
I don't.
But you're willing
I
to
don't
put
like it.
I don't like
I
it.
don't...
I don't agree
with it. But I
Also-
accept it.
I just
Great.
my vote is for
That's
below
fair.
Obi-Wan.
Princess Leia.
Poor kid, they kind of did him dirty.
I-
All right.
I would
Princess
I'd put him
Leia.
above
top
Yoda.
of S,
Yeah.
but whatever.
Princess
Leia.
Leia is so great in the idea that she represents
Leia's a good
everything about the rebellion.
Yeah.
She is
Yeah.
the human embodiment of what the rebellion stands for and what everyone, all of the good characters start believing in.
Yep.
And she's a great leader. She's consistently good through. She's
Yeah.
in the
Even
she's
in
in her
SS
good.
tier.
Yeah.
Is she better than Obi-Wan?
I don't think so. No. I think
Just because I enjoy watching Obi-Wan a little bit more.
I just think
they're-
Obi-Wan has a better character arc.
Yeah, yeah.
And
So
here's
I
the
would
thing,
say
so
is
good.
Obi-Wan's character arc and just him as a character is so just untouchable. Where the way of, like, you say, like, how Luke was ruined by episode 8.
Yeah.
And in my eyes, where, like, Leia, I don't like her in the sequels. I'm just like,
At least she's consistent.
Yeah, at least she's consistent, and I
I
agree
like-
with
I
that.
like
I
her,
agree with
yeah,
that.
I like.
I just think that she
I
goes
think the
between.
movies are bad, but they didn't make a
Yeah.
terrible choice.
Exactly.
For her
That's
character.
what. I agree
So-
with that. But
so-
it's a thing of, like,
for the reason of the comparison between, I'm fine with putting her right below
yeah, I agree.
Obi-Wan.
Yeah,
I agree.
I'm down with that.
Yeah.
All right, Han.
Han Solo. My immediate reaction would be top of S.
Yeah,
Really?
I would agree with that. That's what I was
I
going to
don't
say.
know.
He doesn't, and this is for me personally. He doesn't, as a character,
I don't know.
he doesn't resonate with me as much as Luke
but I
does.
think that he is pretty. He's our just like the Heart of Gold character. Like, we don't really get that everywhere else. Like, he is the one who goes from murdering people in a bar and to
Going
like,
back and
going-
saving this,
Yeah.
you know
I love him.
being
yeah.
becoming a rebel and
I
going
think-
to fight the good fight.
Yeah.
Against
I think
everything.
at the very
Okay,
least
falling in
below Yoda. But
I'm thinking.
I'm thinking
below.
above Yoda.
I'm thinking below.
I'm thinking SS.
I'm
Really?
thinking SS.
I'm thinking
Yes,
bottom
absolutely.
of SS.
Personally, I would put him above Luke, but I think
I would put him right
Bottom
below
of
Luke.
SS.
I would put him right
Below
below
Luke.
Luke for me.
I can
Okay.
agree with that.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Agreed.
Greedo.
Though,
We
I mean,
meet again.
I feel like Greedo
Top of
just,
C.
yeah.
Nah,
No, I'm just. I think
Greedo.
Greedo. I think
Top of
Greedo
it.
would fit well right below either Kit Fisto or
I was,
Bale.
I agree.
Really?
Really.
Nah.
Where are you?
Really?
Greedo belongs below L3.
Really?
If you make a
Yeah.
strong point, I'll take you.
Well,
on that.
what does he do?
He
dies?
epic.
He's a plot point.
Yeah,
More
but
than
yeah.
he's a plot point.
Yeah, that's fair.
He
That's
really
fair.
less,
That's
he
fair.
really is
less than
nothing.
any of these. All these people actually show up.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
actually
the only,
have
the only
things to
reason
do.
we even included him is just because he's kind of cool.
And
in
he's
the moment that
in
he
like
shows
one
up.
episode of Clone Wars, and he's still not cool.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
that's a good point.
Yeah.
He does
I
fail.
don't think
He
he-
does like
I don't think
fail
he's
his
worth more.
kidnapping.
He's
attempt.
below L3.
Yeah,
I
that's
agree
fair.
with that.
You made a
I
good
agree
point,
with that
and I
100%.
accepted it.
Chewbacca.
Chewbacca. For me, right below Yoda. I love him.
I don't know. I'd say
I don't
below
know if he's
Palpatine.
Better than But is he even better than Maul?
I don't know. Actually,
I would.
My thing is,
He's
love
a good
him,
sidekick.
and he's lovable, and
He's
he's
the
a great
best sidekick.
sidekick.
That's
but
true.
he's
He
still
does.
a sidekick.
Yeah, that's
say
fair.
below Maul.
Maybe right. Yeah, I agree then. Yeah,
That's
I agree with
fair.
that.
Yeah, below Maul.
That's fair.
the best in
R2D2.
sidekicks.
R2,
My
also the
SS
best
tier.
sidekicks,
Dude.
bro.
Yeah.
But he is SS tier best at sidekicks.
Honestly, I don't disagree with that.
Above Yoda.
I think
I
he's
would-
above Yoda.
Yeah,
So
honestly,
good-
because he
listen.
is so good.
He's so
I would-
iconic throughout. Just
He's so
great.
iconic.
Yeah.
He's the
Good.
best.
Because the droids are always my favorite part about Star Wars. I would put him above Han. I know that's crazy, but
I would put him right below
I think
Han.
bottom SS tier.
Because,
That's
like I
fair.
said, there's
That's
this thing.
fair.
He's the
that's
best.
fair. But personally,
best of all time.
Personally, he's above Han,
Nah.
but I can agree with you.
There-
that he's
yeah,
bottom.
I agree.
Alright,
That's perfect.
3PO.
3PO.
3PO. I know you guys. I won't say
3PO
anything.
belongs with Chewie. I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's
3PO
fair.
definitely
Okay,
belongs
great.
to
Above or
Chewie.
below?
Not as
I
good.
would
That's-
take
not
that's
as
quick.
not as
Not as
good.
good as
Right
Chewie.
below Chewie.
I can even agree with
But
that. He's
he
not-
is he is kind of like a staple.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he
well, and
fits in the
my
world,
thing
and
with-
he is the introduction to the world.
My
and
thing
so
has
it's-
always been with him is like he's just like he and R2 really. I kind of group them together as one character.
Yeah, it's the straight man in
They're
the comic.
yeah, and they really are just like always there and always with
What? Nothing.
Because I said straight.
No, I'm just imagining R2 as a man.
Yeah.
He's all
Hey, how about that?
You know who would play him? Danny DeVito.
yeah, that would be great.
Anyways,
Danny DeVito just like spewing
so-
out oil.
Yeah.
3PO is chilling.
Perfect.
Yeah,
yeah.
Tarkin.
Tarkin.
I want to read the books. I bet if I read the books,
I
that he
think
would make it
Tarkin
cool.
is a
He's-
very easy choice to put below at the bottom of E or B. Sorry.
Whereas we haven't even gotten to ET.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think. Sorry, that's
We'll
Saw.
get there,
Yeah.
we'll
I would
get
put him.
there.
I would
Yeah.
put him right below Saw personally.
That's fair.
I can
Ooh.
see that.
My thing
I
is
don't
just
know.
like
he's cool and
he-
he fulfills an important role.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's better than Jin though.
He's not better than Jen.
Okay.
And maybe even Plo Koon.
Mm.
He's important. I think it's really cool to see him.
I like him better.
in Clone Wars.
I would put
like,
him
to
below-
interact with
yeah.
Anakin and stuff.
That
If I
is
were
some
if I
of
were
the
you,
best.
I would put him below Jen.
Yeah, I'd put him
And I'm
between
me.
Jin and Plo.
I would argue that he's not as good as
I
Plo.
agree with
Well,
that.
okay.
I agree just below Plo.
Well, we'll make
So
your
we're
okay.
argument. Make your argument.
I think Plo Koon is more influential in the story.
Okay.
And I think he could be
Okay.
absorbed into Darth Vader's character.
Definitely.
You know? Like
And into
he's
being the representation of the Empire, in
Yeah.
the same
Okay.
way that Darth
He's
Vader
kind of
and,
like a-
and Sidious are.
he's
But-
kind of like to do the things that Darth Vader isn't. Is his. He's got too much stuff to do. You know.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
and name the systems.
I'm fine with that.
Tatooine. All right. What did we say? Oh, here.
Is that Wedge?
Wedge.
Wedge. Ooh. Wedge Antilles. Mm.
Wedge.
I think.
Another staple.
Yeah.
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 Wedge is just one of those characters that you're just happy to see
Of
Yeah.
course.
at all
Some
points.
Wedge.
Like in episode 9 when he
It's
shows
so
up, I'm pretty,
good.
That is like one of the best.
Oh.
parts.
What is up, bro?
I think he's like.
I
think-
Oh, no.
That's
Wedge.
difficult.
Wedge, I think, belongs in B.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. I think
Okay, I would put him.
I would say he's better than Commander Cody.
I
think
would
he's
agree with that.
yeah, just above
Not as good as
Commander
Shrew.
Yeah.
Commander Cody.
I feel like if we were allowed to, I would put him and Shrute. Right? Is that
Shrute.
Shrute, right on like the same spot if we could. But
And that's where I say Shrewd is better.
yeah,
Yeah.
I
I
agree.
Yeah.
okay,
I agree.
Yeah. So
Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo.
Lando.
I mean
Lando,
another
a
another fit.
really good
A
one.
Yeah,
good
I would
character.
say-
Same kind of arc as Han.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would
Gold
say
scoundrel.
ooh,
I'm thinking
Either-
like
Gut
Maybe-
feeling S tier.
Bottom S.
yeah,
Yeah, that's what I was
thinking
gonna say that too.
I was
Yeah.
thinking between Maul and Chewie.
I
like-
I think just
I
bottom
don't
of
know.
S.
I like Lando more than Chewie, and I also really
my
like him
argument
more
would be
than
Yeah, I would say
Chewie
the
just
same thing.
purely as a sidekick is a better character than Lando.
I agree.
I
Yeah.
mean, I think
I think he's better than 3PO just because of this kind of double crossing, kind of you can't trust him thing.
Yeah,
But he
yeah.
does come in clutch at the end.
And he
Yeah.
does so much for Han's character.
He
I mean,
does.
so
Yeah.
much. And
Especially-
he's
yeah,
also
he's-
in Solo.
Yeah.
He's really good.
He
at
is
that
the
too.
direct like
and he was like the one character I was actually happy to see at the end of in episode 9.
Yeah.
Of like I just loved it. He was
I would
So
be okay
better than
with
Chewie?
above or below Chewie.
I would say just below Chewie, in my opinion.
Sure.
But there is this really
Yep.
cool thing of like him and Han Solo. He's really like the cautionary tale of like this is what Han Solo could be like.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I would say
Yeah.
that's where. I
Oh,
would
they're
say.
great foils. Too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Admiral Akbar.
Akbar, easy A. Like probably below Dooku.
Admiral
for me.
Akbar, this is my thing. I think he's just a fan favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
I like
he's just
him.
a fan
Yeah,
favorite.
but as far as putting him on a tier list goes,
I'd say
I'd say just
B tier.
B tier, for
right below
sure.
Padme for me.
I don't know.
Ooh,
Above
that is
Saw?
hard.
I think below Saw.
I think so too.
bottom B.
Now that I
Yeah,
now that I think
okay.
about
Bottom
it.
B.
Yeah.
Just because he's a fan favorite and we
Yeah.
love him because
Yeah.
we love him because
Yeah.
he's there.
Yeah.
But he's like Wedge, but
Get
not
more
as like
sparkling
iconic
water.
and cool.
Yeah, of course. Go grab
Yeah.
that. Go
All
grab
right.
a new bottle, Bo.
Jabba.
Jabba for me is like easily better than Dryden and Jar Jar, and like even in some ways better than Beckett. Maybe not better than Tarkin, but I don't know. He is like
Jabba is definitely like the introduction into
he's
the world
Yeah.
of like the underground.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he
the,
is cool, just from the standpoint of like
the
seeing
gangster.
alien races in Star Wars, and when we
He is cool.
get to see him brought to fruition truly in Episode 6, that's just super dope, and he fits that persona so
Yeah.
perfectly
Yeah.
of that mafia boss.
Yeah.
I would put him below Tarkin,
I would agree with that.
just below Tarkin.
I would put him above Tarkin.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I feel
I was thinking like
What'd you feel?
because if
'Cause
that
when I
means
look at
he's
all
better than
these,
K2.
I agree. I think he's
I
better
think he's
than
better
those.
than
I would
K2.
put him between
He's
because I think maybe I don't think he's good as K2 or Django
I
or Cassian.
disagree.
really. I
Beckett.
disagree. I think he.
Well, what is his thing? Like he is there
His-
to be the big boss, and he's
Yeah,
cool.
that's cool.
Yeah.
But he's
that's
also
great.
like he doesn't have much of a character. Like he doesn't have as much character as K2, and definitely not as much as Cassian or Beckett. So I'd
But
say
again,
he's not as good
his
as
representation of like the crime, I think that based solely on what he does for Han's character and for the universe in those episodes is just super cool and
Yeah.
super fulfilling.
He
you know?
reminds me of Tarkin a lot. So I'd be
Yeah,
down
that's
to put
why-
him
that's
below
why-
Tarkin.
That's exactly why I say that.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's fair.
fine. That's
yeah.
fine.
Boba Fett.
Boba Fett.
Another-
all of Boba Fett.
Yeah. And,
So Kid Boba Fett.
yeah.
Oh, and
So
Clone
too,
Wars.
Clone Wars.
So-
Boba Fett. Fire.
Yeah. That. Yeah. That.
Cool
Like-
character that of now
As of now,
kind of been wasted.
yeah. The
Yeah.
thing
Yeah.
is, the thing is, he has
really just a
so
fan
much
favorite.
potential
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
Again, it's the same
I mean-
thing where like he has a ridiculous amount of
that's
potential, but we
Yeah.
don't have anything.
Well,
good
did you
with
see?
Yeah.
Do you guys care about spoilers
For what?
for Mandalorian?
it. I mean, it was in the trailer. If we're thinking of the same
Do you
thing.
care about spoilers?
Was there a leak?
Do you care about spoilers?
What, is it a leak?
Explain it to us, you fucking moron. Is it a leak or is it in the trailer or what?
Y'all don't get to know.